Now, tropical zone, and inside that tropical zone, first of all, tropical zone means 0 to 30 degree towards the north and 0 to 30 degree towards the south. The torrid zone or the hot zone is known as tropical zone, first of all, which we had learned previously. Here trade wind is a stronger factor, hot and dry, I told as a previously. Likewise, now this tropical zone being divided as 4 climatic zone. First of all, equatorial region, just previously I have shown you, and eastern part of the continent, there lies tropical monsoon, and the central part there is a Sudan type of a climate, which is known as the savanna climate too, and the western part of the continent there lies the hot desert, which is known as tropical desert. So 4 climatic zones are located in these 30 degree north to 30 degree south area of the which is followed by the divided equator northern side, equator southern side, both side I am talking here. And now equatorial climate that lies this 0 degree, somewhere it may be 5 degree towards the north, or somewhere that may be the 10 degree towards the north, okay, and not regular as previously drawn in the figure. 5 degree to north to 10 degree north and south of the equator. Climate, its climate is evergreen in nature. बडा राम्रो कुरा हामीलाई के थाहा हुनु पर्यो भन्दाखेरि there is no season in equatorial climate. If there is been affected by altitudes, Mount Kyoto, okay, that lies in equatorial region at remaining icy freeze every time, because their climate being affected by altitude, not by equatorial factor. Okay, if we see 5 degree towards the east, southern east, then there lies tropical monsoon climate. 5 degree towards the south in the eastern part of the continent, there must be as I written here, there must be location, and this must be the equatorial climate is there. No, there lies tropical monsoon climate, because these climatic factors where it remains, which factor remains strong, that remains there. Okay, somewhere altitude is the factor, somewhere the blowing of the wind may be the factor, somewhere the slope of a land may be the factor, somewhere nearness to the sea may be the factor. So which is the strongest that remains there. Darwinले भने जस्तो weaker are rotate out and stronger are survival. नेचरमा पनि त्यही कुरा हुन्छ. सेम थिङ इज इन नेचर. जुन रिजन स्ट्रङ्गर हुन्छ, एल्टिट्युडको रिजन स्ट्रङ्गर हुन्छ, द्याट क्लाइमेट रिमेन्स हियर. ल्याटिट्युडको ल्याटिट्युडको रिजन स्ट्रङ्गर हुन्छ, देन हियर इज समवेयर द नियरनेस टु द सी. समुद्रको नजिकै हुन्छ, अराउन्ड द मेडिटेरियन सी, इफेक्टेड बाई मेडिटेरियन sea, so it is known as a Mediterranean climate. Which region is the stronger, that remains there. Okay, so equatorial climate means no change in season. There is whatever practice during the 24 hour, that is being practiced throughout the 365 days of the year. Okay, 12-hour day, 12 hours night. Okay, here is no long night, here is no short day. Okay, here is not long day, here is not other type which we are experienced in our country. 12-hour day, 12-hour night, either hot and dry or hot and wet. And here rain fall 365 days of the year. प्रत्येक दिन पानी पर्छ. And that rainfall occurs in afternoon time. So it is known as afternoon, somewhere afternoon rain, somewhere afternoon showering also. Okay, so convectional rain, बडा रमाइलो कुरो, प्रत्येक दिन पानी पर्छ, प्रत्येक दिन खोलामा बाढी आउँछ. If we see Amazon river, that lies here. Okay, location of this region, Congo, equatorial region, the Zaire river is there. Okay, पानी पर्छ, बाढी आउँछ. So the location here, this equatorial region is the location and where a river being flooded. Okay, So eastern region, if we see eastern part of the continent, the region lies Malaysia, Singapore, Papua New Guinea, and these are the region where they lies. Now, so this is associated, this convectional rainfall is associated with lightning and thundering. Okay, it is afternoon showering, rainfall time maybe 5, 4, 3, 2. And these are the timing of our rainfall, and that rainfall occurs throughout the year. Okay, 365 days of the year. So it receives heavy rainfall, 200 mm rainfall yearly. So this 27 degrees Celsius is a diurnal temperature, and 200 centimeter is yearly rainfall, and whatever been recorded inside one day, that experience throughout the whole year has given the growth of a luxurious type of a vegetation. The vegetation is tall emergent tree with a single canopy at the top, straight stem with a no branch at all, which is been covered with the ferns and creepers. Fern, creepers, emergent tree. These are the 3 layers of a vegetation we could see in equatorial region. Now, this growth is a fast, heavy dense forest. In Africa, African forest, 2% of sunlight being received by bottom layer of at the bottom of the forest. Means in daytime when you enter inside the forest, you need a torchlight to enter there. 2% of a light only received to the floor means very poor visibility or almost a dark at the bottom level. एकदमै 2% अफ सनलाइट मात्रै पाउँछ भनेपछि त हामीले दिउँसै जाँदाखेरि पनि इक्वेटोरियल फरेस्ट भित्र लाइट लिएर जानुपर्ने अवस्था कतिपय ठाउँहरुमा रहन्छ, नट एभ्रीवेयर, सम अफ द पार्ट. अनि यो प्लेसमा हामी हेर्दछौं विथ दिस टाइप अफ vegetation, यो भेजिटेसनले सपोर्ट्स, okay, it is known as living home of a living species, because it provides 90% of living beings home. This is the home of a 90% of a living species of the world. So the wild animals, bird, insect, different type of reptiles, amphibian, parrot, hornbill, chimpanzee, gorilla, python, likewise hippopotamus, rhinoceros, they are the common living beings found inside the equatorial forest. Now, what sort of a people life is there inside this type of a climate, equatorial climate? Generally, it is you could see here the primitive peoples live here. Okay, in Brazilian basin, Lama people lives there, and they use blowpipe and boomerang for hunting, and they hunt animals. Okay, they live there. Who lives there? And still in a primitives life. And if we see in Africa, that basins of Congo River, there Pygmies people lives there. Pygmies people, they built a house in this tall emergent tree house. They lives. Okay, this 100 feet might be in the height of this tall and emergent tree, and they collect. Their life is hunting and gathering life. Okay, hunting and gathering life is there. They hunt animal. They utilize everything of that. Skin being utilized at making a tent, and they eat meat, and their bones is used for hunting purpose. Spears is been made for that. So gathering, they gathers fruits, roots from the forest, and they use there. Okay. Now, if we see in the case of Indonesia, the people who lives there is Simang, Dayak, Saki are the primitive people who lives there. So, however, the eastern region, if we talk about the eastern region, Singapore, Malaysia, okay, these are the quite developed place of this climate, because they were in the influence of European people from early life.